Are you tired of seeing these bullshit videos all the time of how to make 500 videos per day all the time, where they don't actually teach you how to do it? Don't worry, I'm here to help you. Today I'll teach you how to make at least $500 a day copywriting using ChatGPT, and it takes way less time than actual copywriting. So today I'll teach you a step-by-step guide of how to make money consistently every single month. Now the first thing you want to do is load up ChatGPT. I recommend having the purchased GPT, ChatGPT, because it just works better, it's faster, and it has more different sort of capabilities than the free one. And make sure to use ChatGPT 4.0, it's by far the best. And then you're just gonna go down here and say write me a copyright email for a clothing brand. And here we have it. And now, as you can see, it just spits out this very long text, and it's very, very easy. And now you have an entire copywritten email. And of course, you have to put your name and your title and the brand name and your contact information down here. And just read it through at least once or twice to make sure that any dumb mistakes the chat has made, those are gonna get rid of. And also just to make sure that you rewrite it and make it a bit more personal, because this is just a template and you have to make sure that you write it a bit better and get a bit more emotion into it, because it's quite bad at emotion. So when you read it through, it's going to sound a bit stiff. Just make sure that the keywords that the brand want to focus on, that you get those in there. And this way you just make sure that the emails that you send out get a lot better clicks and a lot more attention. And also so that it's that when you post the emails and send them to maybe new clients, that they can see what you're writing is actually decent and not just some random AI like this made. So now I'll teach you two different places where you can get customers. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your city and then you're just going to type in clothing stores, and it's going to pop up a lot. So let's just see here, we have Jack and Jones and all of those other kind of stores, Urban Outfitters. And then we can just press this one and you can see their website, and sometimes it also says their contact information. Here's the phone number and stuff like that. Now you can just send them an email and say, hey, I do copywriting, and then send them some of your work. And you can do this with all types of niches. I'm just taking clothing, so you can also just do it with, let's say, plumbers. Yeah, and there are plumbers here, and that way you can also just be like, hey, in case you want to get some more email marketing out there, I do copywriting. And then just that way you get talking to whatever kind of niche you want to get working in. This is probably the way you're going to make the most money from each client, but it's not the way you're going to get the clients the fastest. I will teach you that right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into Fiverr. You're just going to, and just to teach you what other people do, is just write in here, copy writing. And now you can see all of these people make copywriting. So yeah, I would recommend starting your own Fiverr account, just become a seller up here and make copywriting. This way people will see you when they search for one, instead of you having to always be the one to reaching out to customers. So as you can see, people have a lot of different thumbnails. This, for example, is very good. As you can see, a picture of him, and it looks clean. Compared to this, I mean, it's just a video of a woman, not very good. And also here you can just say it's a template website content, it's not very good. And this is gonna sound maybe a bit wrong, but usually I wouldn't recommend using pictures of people that aren't white or black, and especially don't use Indian or people from that district of Asia, because people tend to think it's just going to be virtual assistants doing this for you now that you hire it from those countries, and then the work that they're going to get, they're going to overpay, and it's not going to be as good. So I'll recommend, if you are from India or from Indonesia or any place like that, just have a faceless, or maybe even just grab some random picture from the internet. I don't know if this is that guy, but you can do that. So yeah, just make sure that you don't do that, because oftentimes it's gonna look like you're gonna get someone else to do it. Of course, you're gonna get someone else to do it. You're gonna get a ChatGPT to do it, and you can hire virtual assistants in the future. But this way, it's just better to make sure that the people you actually want to get come through to you, because if they see this, I'm sorry to sell, but this just doesn't look that very professional. And people have this very bad mentality where they think that if a person looks like this, if they hire them, it's going to be very bad work, which is very wrong. There are often, in my experience, they're some of the best clients I have had, or the best people I've taught are from India, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, that's how you're going to make money on Fiverr as copywriting, or even just use Google Maps. You can even just go outside to visit some stores in your neighborhood you think are going to want copywriting. I will recommend, however, clothing brands, probably the best, or maybe someone that sells jewelry, watches, shoes, plumbers, or other, and what can you say, builders or gardening. That's not as good. Well, actually, gardening is sort of an outlier there, because you need gardening quite a lot because it happens. Your grass is going to grow every single year. So I would actually recommend, if you're going to go into the more of the builder type of niche, focus on gardening and yard work, and that type of niche, or maybe even mechanics. Those are also very, very good and have very high return on investments. So yeah, that's how I do it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to watch how I do this every day, you can go follow my Instagram. It's de facto CEO. I will also link in the description, and then you can DM me, and I will teach you all my tips and secrets on how you can get going even faster. Thanks for watching.